What's up guys? So someone in the comment section once asked me to make a video on how enchantments work in Shadow Fight 2, so I just thought I'd make a video on it. Enchantments are essentially a bonus addition that you can add to your equipment such as your weapon, helmet, armor, and etc. Each enchantment can vary on its effect and can give you a different advantage when you're fighting an enemy. One thing to note is that all enchantments are luck based, so you have to get lucky for them to activate in battle and to get the correct one for your equipment. An example of enchantments are Lifesteal, which gives your health back based on the amount of damage you deliver to the enemy. Damage Absorption, which will absorb any damage coming your way. And lastly, Stun, which will stop your enemy from moving for a few seconds, allowing you to deliver a direct hit. Enchantments were officially added to the game on November 28th, 2014, when Shadow Fight 2 released its 18th update version 1.8.0. I unlocked enchantments after beating Act 2 Tournament 4 and leveling up to level 8. This might vary depending on the player. You'll know that you have unlocked enchantments when you return to the dojo, and since it gives you a dialogue and shows you how to enchant a simple weapon. You can enchant your gear in the shop in this one section called the Forge. To enchant your gear, you'll need Shadow Orbs. There are 3 types of Shadow Orbs. Green Shadow Orbs, they can be earned from any type of fight. Red Shadow Orbs, they can be earned when doing fights in Eclipse. This is why it's strongly recommended to do most of your fights on Eclipse. And Purple Shadow Orbs, they can be earned from mystery boxes and raids, or you can buy them from the shop, or when you beat demons in Eclipse mode for the first time, not when refighting them in Eclipse. There are 3 different categories of enchantments in this game. One is Simple Recipe, which just requires green Shadow Orbs and gives basic level enchantments. The next is Medium Recipe, which requires green and red Shadow Orbs, which typically gives better enchantments than the Simple Recipe. Medium recipes also take longer time to complete compared to Simple Recipes. And lastly, you have the Mystical Recipe, which requires green, red, and purple Shadow Orbs. This one is more special. Mythical Recipes also take a longer time to complete than both Medium and Simple Recipes. Mystical enchantments are special in the sense that you need to have a full set of special equipment to unlock them. There are multiple special set of equipments in this game that you can earn from raids. For example, one special set is the Monk set, which after completing it will unlock the Tempest Radiant Mystical enchantment. When you unlock a specific category of enchantment, you'll get a dialog at the top right of the main menu stating which category you have unlocked. Additionally, if you look at any piece of equipment you own and look at the enchant button, and if you don't see a red circle at the bottom right, that means you can't put any enchantments on it. If you do see a red circle at the bottom right, it'll show a number in it. 1 means you meet the requirements for a simple recipe, 2 means you meet the requirements for a simple or medium recipe, and 3 means you meet the requirement for a simple, medium, or mythical recipe. You don't always have to enchant your equipment with Shadow Orbs. For example, if you buy any equipment with gems, it will already have an enchantment on it. Secondly, if you win a weapon from a special challenger, it will also come with the enchantment. Thirdly, for any boss in the storyline besides Titan, if you beat them and earn their seal, and then beat them again in Eclipse and claim their weapon, those weapons will also have enchantments on them. Lastly, if you get a weapon from an event like the Christmas or New Year 2023 event, then those weapons will also have enchantments on them. It's also worth mentioning that when you upgrade a weapon, the effect of the enchantment does not improve with it. So if I tap the enchantment icon at the bottom of the weapon, you'll see a description of it, and on the left you'll see the level of the enchantment. So as you can see, I'm level 52, but the enchantment is really low for a level 30 weapon. If I upgraded it, it would not improve. The only option is to re-enchant my gear. And another thing is, there's no guarantee that I'll get the same enchantment again, so I'd have to keep trying, which is annoying. One thing to note is that each type of equipment has different possible enchantments. For example, for weapons, if you look at the possible enchantments in the Simple Recipe category, by clicking the blue question mark, you'll see all the possible enchantments. You'll see the option for Precision as being one of the possibility, but when you look at the possibilities for the armor, you'll notice Precision is not there. Likewise, for the armor, damage absorption is one possibility, but if you look at the possibilities for the weapon, damage absorption is not there. Just something to keep in mind. Earlier in the video, I said enchantments are luck-based. This is because in each category, all possible enchantments do not have an equal chance of occurring. For example, for weapons, if you look at the medium recipe, there are 6 possible enchantments. Normally, you'd expect that each enchantment would have a 16.66% chance of occurring, but that is not the case. Reddit user Ruckus and Bolt42 conducted an experiment with a small sample size and noticed that the lifesteal enchantment only popped up once per 50 enchantments, and the regeneration enchantment only appeared once per 60 enchantments. And at number 3, the precision enchantment was the third most rare in the game. Luck, of course, is a factor, but the main idea is that the chance of getting each enchantment is unbalanced. You have a higher chance of obtaining enchantments like Infeasible, Weakness, Overheat, Time Bomb, and Stun. So just be careful when you're trying to predict which enchantment you want. Now I will show a demo of how to enchant a piece of equipment. In order to do that, we need to go to the forge. And in order to do that, we go to the weapon store and go to the piece of equipment that you own and would like to enchant. Then click the enchant button. Now, choose the category of enchantment you would like. I don't have mythical enchantments unlocked yet and have enough resources for the medium recipe, so I will go with that. Now click the apply button, then click the enchant button. Then you wait until the enchantment is completed. While I'm at it, I'm going to enchant all my other gear too. I'll be back when the enchantment is done to show the results. Alright, now the enchantment is done and let's look at the results. By tapping the level of the enchantment, you can see I got the Time Bomb enchantment on my magic, which is not bad, I guess. Then for the ranged weapons, I also got the Time Bomb enchantment, so having 2 of them is better than just 1. Then moving on to the helmet, I got the Frenzy enchantment, which is good because it delivers a lot of damage, but I have to get my attack within 5 seconds. Then for the armor, same thing. I also got the Frenzy enchantment, so having 2 of them is better than 1. And for my weapon, I got the Infeasible enchantment, which is, I guess, not the worst. And it's pretty, I guess, useful when I'm doing fights on a high difficulty like Impossible. Anyways, this is really all I had to say about enchantments in Shadow Fight 2. Hopefully this is enough to get you started. If you have any more questions, concerns, or complaints, please let me know in the comments section and I'll do my best to help out. Additionally, feel free to play around and experiment with your enchantments as it depends on your playstyle. Now, I'm not being sponsored or being pushed in any way to say this is just from my own experience. But if you would like to know more about this game and have questions, be sure to check out the Shadow Fight 2 wiki where they have guides and a place to ask questions. There's also the Shadow Fight 2 subreddit, and lastly the Shadow Fight Discord server. I'll have the links to all of these in the description. See you.